All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Skip Beat,
episode 16. My, oh my. Bring on the cherry pie.
We have a day headed for us
here we go.
It's in the dressing room. He collapsed.
Oh no,
like
from a
goddamn
fever.
Persona side character here.
Yeah, just rain, you know.
Yep. Oh no.
Get the defibrillator because,
He's
you
got
know.
a 39-degree Celsius fever.
Yep,
It's like,
because it's not that his heart stopped, but Kyoko's might have skipped a beat.
Oh my
gosh. Oh hey. It's the name of the show. Yeah. Thank you. But yeah, no, I think you got to take some of those clothes off of him because he's just burning up.
Logic would dictate the man's clothes must come off. I mean, there's no other way to make him feel better.
And you know, you might he's a big dude. You might not be able to get him all the way off of you, so you might need to start taking the clothes off of him while he's on top of you. There's no other way around this.
I'm really excited for the scene to be all of like 20 seconds, and we're completely wrong.
No. Her taking care of him is gonna be like half the episode.
Oh my god, let's go. So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, he's breathing so hard that when we clip to him out of context, he's all
and he even managed to fall over in like a sort of attractive way, like in a pose, not just bleh.
I think she probably caught him and just like fell.
Oh no.
I love the way that this anime like showcases things visually. Please don't show the spider. Thank you.
It's the conversation of like, oh.
Oh my god.
Oh yes. Oh, terrible. Oh my god. Because it's his line, he like woke up and responded to that.
A remote. He like was remote piloted like a goddamn Ava and just like.
Yeah. But watch, as soon as he finishes saying that, he's gonna collapse back onto her. And this will bring up the whole notion of, okay, burning building. All right. Only you or your partner's getting out of there because if you collapse, and it's just, nope, not happening.
Not happening.
Yeah, I think for both of us, our best like
it's really
strategy
funny. I was making the
just
Persona 4 like, you know, your mom collapsed.
Right.
And then the girl is actually named Yumiko, which is literally like Yumi and Yukiko mixed together.
Okay,
like,
yeah, no, I like it.
I now know why my brain was like
yeah.
thinking that. That's so funny.
Oh.
Dislike. Ooh.
You know, dislike, not dislike.
Oh, did I say that? Wow. Oh, he is awake. Holy shit!
Yeah. Incredible. So you have to act with him in order to get him someplace where he can rest.
I'll never give up.
That's right. Never surrender. Ooh. That
He
smoldering
turned around
stare.
with that like, bitch, what did you just say? Like, he's like, wait, what am I doing here?
Yeah, what are any of us doing here?
His shoulders were never that wide before.
See, this actually just goes to show that he's really annoyed with his scene partner, so he's like, yeah, they can get me while I'm fevered out of my mind.
Yeah.
Even me basically unconscious will still be enough.
Damn. And then he just collapses again.
Oh, yes. Kyoko just comes by with a gurney. Yeah.
Girl got supplies.
Uh-huh. All right. The doting episode. Let's go. Oh. Okay, okay.
Because you insist on working while having a fever. Yes. Ginger and honey.
All right.
Wait. Wait.
What kind of medicine is it? How does he need to take it?
Shut up. Thank you.
I don't think that went so well the first time. She is really kind.
Incredible.
Okay. Damn, you were iconic. Yeah.
I'm sorry, his body proportions. How are his legs that far down the... You're gonna have to see that again. That was hilarious.
Oh, yeah? Oh.
Kyoko-chan.
Kyoko-chan. Oh, my. Oh, my. Yeah, just like, hasn't been able to stop thinking about it the entire time.
Oh no, her studying!
It's just been echoing. Yep. Yeah.
Was I?
Oh. I don't know. You were only able to think about that all night?
She made one like instantly.
I am envious of that bed. Wait, what? Is it a water
It's like
mattress?
a nice pack.
Oh, okay.
It melted over time. How did that happen?
Oh no. Oh no.
Ah! Yeah, whatever this is.
5,000 yen, sure to boost your guts. Oh my god. Oh, of course. Yes.
My.
Okay.
Wow. Nice scene.
Fantastic.
All of it. Whoa. That's why he probably said it. Was he reflexively used that?
Right.
Yeah, subconsciously. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Hold.
She doesn't drop the voice.
You're pretty good at it.
Ah, yes.
He's already gone.
Yep. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Fever Brain. You don't remember Fever Brain?
君ははっきり言ってバカだろ。
つい一生懸命やってしまうように我を忘れて一心不乱になるんだろうな。お勉強嫌い。でも次は絶対100点。
Oh.
嫌いなものにほど闘志を燃やすところがあったな。復讐なんかしたところで一体
Catharsis.
もっと自分のために時間を使えばいいもの。
Maybe you could tell her that.
Or maybe you could learn that yourself, you know?
Sure, yeah.
少しは
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
少しは何だと言うんだ。やるべきことが。
Ah.
とにかく時効まで48時間。
何も隠れることないんじゃない？あれってセリフよね。台本を声に出して覚えるタイプの人じゃなかったはずだけど。
時効まで48時間。
珍しく手間取ってるのかな。相手役のセリフがあった方が
Ooh,
頭に。
Yeah.
That's an idea.
逃げるつもり？いつもの決め台詞が聞いて呆れるわね。
怒りながらのセリフ。ブレスも発声も完璧だ。お前が血相を変えて怒るなよ。県警に奴を取られてムカついてるのは
県警は別件で矢崎を引っ張るんだからいいじゃない。
本当にこれが演技を始めて半年も経たない人間なのか。県警に
もちろんよ。
復讐のためだけに身につけた演技なのか。
セリフの続きはもう来ないのか。
You left him speechless.
随分演技上手くなったね。
本当ですか？
Really?
ヒロインの勝ち気な役柄が見事に表現できてた。
All right.
役柄をセリフに頼らず表現するっていう課題。役の性格によって表現が違ってくるんですよね。
Sure.
サイレントムービーを真似て
Yeah, just be have people visually get what you're coming across with your
Yeah.
feeling and stuff.
すごく楽しかった。
楽しい。演技の勉強は不和への復讐のためにやってたんじゃないのか。
Well, sure, but you know.
You right?
そんな不純な動機で演技の勉強してるんじゃありません。それは確かにきっかけは不純だったけ
Right.
ど。
But you know, I'm learning to love it.
最上京子を作るため子供の頃から何かやりたいと思ってやったことを一つ。
Nice.
Wow.
Good answer. Yeah.
い
But
つも何かに打ち込むとき
that's
は
so sad.
自分
Like,
以外の誰か
Uh-huh.
never.
But she's realizing it, or she has realized it.
It's what makes her such a phenomenal protagonist is like we need to tear down this kind of mindset. Like
自分の力で新しい自分を生み出してるって思えるんです。いろんな経験をして吸収してもっと私の世界を広げ
Like
たい。
we're really tearing down the premise.
uh-huh.
自分のために一生懸命やってきたすべてのことが確実に本当の私。
Yeah, to create her, yeah.
Yep.
信じてもらえませんよね。
Oh, I'm starting to. Yeah.
You're
No,
very
he sees it.
convincing.
He knows
Yeah.
when you're acting,
Mm-hmm.
and he knows when you're not.
Mm-hmm.
自分の好きなことに目いっぱい打ち込める鶴賀さんが
And that's literally what he was saying about you.
Yeah.
大って憧れた。だから
そんなに俺が嫌いか。
あの時答えに困ったの。
いや、よく
Yeah.
よくわかった。
あんな神々しくも甘い笑顔を見せてくれるなんて。私
Maybe.
鶴賀さんのこと
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
嫌いじゃないかも。
Hmm.
お嬢さん、そんなところで寝てるとちゃんと寝た方がいいよ。ベッドがあるから。
いけない。私の進められた心にその笑顔。
My cow's heart, yet alone my eyes.
ゆうべも俺の看病で眠ってないんだろう。受験勉強もほどほどにした方がいいんじゃないか。
社長さんから高校のお話いただいてから
Oh my gosh, not at all.
どうしてそこまで必死になって勉強しなきゃならないんだ。まるで全教科100点取らなきゃいけない。
Whoa.
Nice. And because he knows her, he can specifically
Yeah.
address it, but she's not going to realize that it's because he knows.
This isn't for her.
Uh-huh.
点を取るための受験。
That's awesome. That's a great way that if she did know it was him, it would be harder for him to
Say that.
say that. Yeah.
習慣って怖いばっかみたい。
頑張るのはいいけど、何事も過剰は良くない。
Oh.
Yeah. You could get sick.
よく前日まで死に物狂いに勉強して当日意識が朦朧としてたような。
Oh.
君もゆっくり休んだ方がいい。 お風呂で疲れを落としてね。
Oh.
でも男の人の部屋でお風呂に入るなんて。
何か警戒してる？
Oh my god.
俺が君の入浴シーンを覗いたり乱入。
Destruction 100.
じゃあお風呂本当に。
No, I love it because he's
Yeah,
like, bruh, I'm not a freaking weirdo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
間違えて俺の部屋に。
頼まれても入りません。
気持ちいい。
いやいやいや。
お風呂で。
出ま
最近寝不足だからって朝。
せん。なんかしま。
Now they hate each other again.
Yeah.
さっきから全然。
Oh god. Stuck in the car with each other.
このままじゃ本当に遅刻しちゃいますよ。
I mean, I think she's this close to getting out of the car and just carrying the car there.
なんとかしないと。
We need your bike. Wait, so that way
Really did.
they can ride double while she's in high school. Oh my god.
その自転車。
Well, not in high school yet.
悪霊どもがいきなり巻きついて。自転車重ねと一緒に乗ろうって。間に合うわけが。
And it's the hot pink.
Yes.
これは仕事なんですから。ああ。それが変だわ。
They're running to the crosswalk. Quick,
Yep,
quick,
yep,
quick,
yep.
quick.
Oh my god. They already have a posse.
Oh,
Yep.
これで遅刻しなかったら、もし本当に間に合ったら。
and then.
Yep. All right. She'll even take you uphill. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
There
all right.
we go.
That
That's
was really
how you
sweet.
end it.
That was really sweet.
Oh,
I feel like I can see the mangaka's like brain as they're like doing this. They're just like, all right, what are some of my favorite tropes? They're like, this one, this one,
and
yeah,
this one. Yeah.
I never thought though about the idea that if you have the childhood friend, but they don't realize they're the childhood friend, then you can have them specifically address their past trauma
Right.
but with that layer of indirection, so the person doesn't feel exposed.
For sure.
Okay.
Alright. We
This-
got some really cool character development
We
in this
did.
episode.
And I gotta say, as far as like what I was expecting from the episode, I was certainly expecting it to be sweet, you know? But like with that level of camp of like, oh no, the big strong man collapsed on top of me, right? Now I must, take care of him and, even spend the night at his place and all that stuff. But the idea that we so got at who Kyoko is as a person and the idea that, hey, this whole revenge thing, not only is it something that Ren finds personally abhorrent as a professional,
Distasteful, yeah.
right? But you, as a person, that's not going to be helpful for you. Like you gotta let that go. You gotta get rid of that. That way you can actually live your life.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Amazing.
Awesome. Yep. Let's
Love
go.
that. Love that. So
Yeah.
now Kyoko is going to, for the most part, until she sees Show again.
Right. Old habits die hard, after all.
Yes, exactly. Be capable of holding all this in balance.
Right.
Rather than just out of balance.
Yep.
Obviously, it's still going to be there. But, yeah, in a lot of ways, she doesn't need to just switch her focus and suddenly be doing all of this for Ren's sake just because he's, a cute guy that
Right.
affirms her or something like that. No, she can actually do this for herself. And part of that is just taking good care of her.
Yeah.
In the same way that she finds it necessary to help take care of those around her. That is part of her programming that she literally had that goes deeper beyond just the way that she was put into Show's life situation. It does come from her mother. It does come from there originally.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even though it was, propagated and continued in the stuff with Show. It's really cool to see this aspect of protagonists get torn down and also looked at for what it really is, which is basically a perform of perform like your identity demands it, not like your life depends on it, but like who you are as a person. You need to actually make sure everything is perfect, otherwise you are not worthy of existing or what have you.
Right, exactly. And the funny thing about that kind of mindset, or mindsets of that nature where you'll look out for other people but you won't look out for yourself, is that if you see someone else doing that, you immediately call it out for what it is, and you're like, this is obvious. Why
This is
would
imbalanced.
you? This is imbalanced. This is unhealthy. Why would you do something so stupid? And then
as you're immediately doing it. You're like,
Yeah.
why would you do that? Oh,
Right.
No.
Yeah. It's the person, like glued, like doom scrolling and being like, oh, why would the mouse fall for that mouse trap? Like, because they're like, I'm just getting angry as I keep scrolling through social media.
Critical
But I can't
damage.
stop it,
Stop.
Right?
You're making
Like,
too much sense.
Yeah. And so I love it. And it's something where I feel like this show is evolving, right? Where the premise, which, you know me, right? I mentioned it before we got into the first episode. The premise is what sold me on this show, right? Yes. I'm like, that sounds fantastic. Let me in on that, right? But the idea that it's like, hey, but actually, let's think about what that would really mean for a person to dedicate their whole life to revenge against an ex. That's not great. You can do better, you know?
And also, like, even though that desire to get revenge on them is not going to go away just because you're trying to balance your life a little bit better.
Yeah.
It does mean, though, that you can derive identity from things beyond that. Meaning that you can actually celebrate a lot of the things that you've done.
Yep.
Like, Ren heard you acting those lines and was like,
God damn.
wait a minute. Well, obviously she's right down there, but like,
she's really good.
She's doing good. And I think his point is that he's obviously saying this in context as someone who's only been acting for 6 months.
Right.
But what he's saying is that he's like, I'm not expecting actor grade, quality here.
Yeah.
But what you're giving is above what I would expect for a 6 months, into acting kind of person.
Even in the school that I know that you're in, like you're really doing good.
And even with the bad motivation too, this is the thing that is really damning about when you make your life about other people, is that you can still end up doing a lot of good with that.
Yes.
Your motivation being unhealthy does not mean that you yourself will necessarily live an unhealthy, you will give a bad performance.
Dirty fuel can burn just as hot.
It can. The thing is that it will wear out your engine. It will wear out the internals. You will suffer more as a result of this.
Right.
And it is not guaranteed to happen at a certain rate or at a specific time or something.
Right.
It's just something that
happens. And,
that happens, yeah.
And we've seen it, right, especially recently with the whole thing of her constantly being like, Ren hates me. You must hate me. Et cetera, right? When, no, that's not actually the case, right? She's making her own life more and more difficult, even if she manages to roll with the perceived punches, basically. Wouldn't it be better to just not have to deal with that? So it's something where the fact that we're getting this 2/3 of the way through the show, as far as the released, what's been made into an animated format, it's like, oh, damn. And knowing how long this continues after, I'm like, wait, am I getting suckered into another situation where I'm going to be like, not just enjoying this comedic journey of her trying to get revenge on her ex, but actually being like, wait, now I really care about her and want to see her succeed, and like, and like, boy, all right.
Love it.
All right, here we go.
Here you go.
Yep.
Oh man, just a tiny little thing, but his bed being so enormous, obviously to scale.
Yeah.
She's probably really short. That's why it looks
for that
so
dramatic
odd.
effects.
But looking at the way his legs are obviously so freaking long here, had me thinking like, bro is like 8 feet tall when he's under the bed here. Like the proportions just feel hilariously long.
And so as tall
person,
yes. as tall person,
yes, you can speak to this.
So I sleep on a Cal King, right? Because it's apparently there's a bigger one called an Alaskan King, which is 9 feet by 9 feet, and that sounds amazing. But when you're tall and then you also have the big feet, you're not going to be sleeping with your feet straight up, right? So whatever length that you are, or if you like to have your arms behind your head or whatever, that gets more so, because then your feet then go out flat, and so it can get kind of wild, the amount of space that a tall person can take up in a bed.
And your feet aren't going to be perfectly straight military style.
Right. Yeah.
Some people can sleep like that consistently, but I don't think most people are like that. But yeah, it was just really funny. But then yes, the whole sitcom nature of this, of her staying with him in his very fancy place and everything, getting to be basically the one that looks after the prince.
Indeed.
And has all of these things that in a lot of ways her mother would probably be both praising the situation itself, but berating how she could always be doing more in this instance.
That is a good point.
And so the idea that you could take all of these scenes where she's doing her best to take care of Ren through the lens of like, he hates me. I need to do things the best I can to make sure he likes me.
Right. She's
He's
like,
also thinking, oh, she hates me.
Yeah,
and literally like, neither of them hate each other.
that's why communication is so important.
Right. So the idea that despite all that miscommunication stuff, they're able to connect over the journey that they're on together here.
Oh, yeah. And in a
It's
lot of
just
ways,
really special.
and in a lot of ways, I could see the thing of, like, because you mentioned how her taking care of him is similar to what happened with her mother, right? Because it was the service industry and all that stuff. I could almost see this as being a thing where she's kind of taking that part of her life back, where it's not even that.
I think she's that conscious about it.
No. It'd be a subconscious thing, but it's basically taking these skills that she got through a messed up way and being able to make them be something where they have a more positive association, you know?
Well, yeah, but that'd be by the nature of her just doing this in a healthy manner.
Sure.
I think there's no shot she's doing this consciously.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And so I don't think
Yeah.
you can call it taking it back, other than just having it be something that she's doing without
Sure.
all the mindset that she had before.
Right, yes.
And-
It's something where their interactions together, on top of being the cutesy, romance, them falling for each other and all that stuff, sitcom kind of deal, is also specifically addressing her past.
Yeah, and it's something that's important because if she doesn't address that, she could probably just blow a lot of this off by having it be still focused on around whether she's still focused entirely on show or no, she's actually letting go of the show stuff here.
Right.
But it's actually way deeper than that. It goes all the way down to her childhood stuff with her mom that she did end up talking and lamenting to Ren about when she called him corn.
Yeah, I feel like
Is that a subtitles thing?
I
or-
think there was an explanation that was probably given when they first introduced him being a childhood friend as a concept, and I think we were so thrown about him being a childhood friend that there was probably some detail of like the explanation for the corn thing that we were just like, wait, huh? The show's deciding to make the
Maybe
I'll
I'll go back and double check, but yeah, that kind of threw me there. But
Yeah.
oh man, I'm really liking these two as a pairing, not as
Yeah.
a romantic pairing, but just as a
Right.
as a group together.
They bring out good sides of each other.
They bring out decently good sides of each other.
They are helpful for each other.
They bring out sides of each other.
They bring out sides of each other. And the idea that now she's going to riding double on the bicycle.
Yes.
Like
Take him to high school.
Take him to, yeah, potentially. But then also with the whole, after it had been established earlier this episode, he's lying on top of her. It's just, he's concrete, like the, oh yeah, no, sorry. It's
Yeah.
good
there's
luck.
nothing you can do.
You would not be able to take him out of a
I
burning
was
building.
right. That scene was
you know?
basically 20 seconds.
Yeah, you
like-
were right. But, well, okay.
But you were also right that half the episode was
was
spent
her taking care of him. Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
the whole episode was basically that. But
Yep.
wow. Okay. So he's still got the fever and everything. It does take a while to actually wind down on. He is able to do
Sure.
a small amount of work, which okay, sure. The Japanese and they're like,
Oh, yeah,
I will
I will
break
power
my
through
body.
it because I'm so badass, and that's a cool thing. Rather than like that, no, shut the fuck up and get in bed.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like this fever would have been a lot more mild if you,
you know
just
what I
hadn't
you know
done
what I
that.
fantasize about as an adult male is doing all my work
While
sick,
sick. Yeah,
and I can
to the
handle
point
it
of
just
collapsing.
fine.
Yeah,
Like that's it's so
Right.
amazing.
yeah. it's a thing.
No, what I fantasize about is my man doing that
Right.
specifically.
But I will say that is definitely something that can take some getting used to. Of the, oh right, I'm in the situation where I'm compromised, I'm sick, whatever, and so I'm going to maybe not specifically let someone like take you on a bicycle, but the like,
I'm comfortable letting other people take care of me. And
Right.
I'm willing to show that vulnerability and let them be there for me, even if they might be doing it for the wrong reason. I feel like that's the
Yeah.
other thing is that you can end up being in a position as well where you yourself are also somebody. It's two of those same types of people bump into each other, and they're both trying to take care of the other person, but they also keep denying the other person from helping them because they're like, no.
I'm the only one who gets to do that.
Well, not I'm the only one that gets to do that. They're thinking about the other person. Like, you're clearly stretched too thin, and I don't want you to have to be burdened with. Once you start adding in all these like nice sounding words, it gets pretty self-damning, doesn't it? Because you're like, even the parts of us where we're not really like that, but you can tell that when you say it a certain way in the way that you would say it, you're like, oh shoot, I do that.
Like, listen, there are certain things certain instances where you shouldn't lean on people. In this case, Ren shouldn't physically, literally lean on Kyoko because it doesn't work out too well.
6'1" or something. Yeah, and she is 5'3". You know?
He's twice her size. It's not going to go well. Both of them will go down, you know, right? But when it comes
I'll go down with this ship. Like,
right, but when it comes to emotional support and things like that and other things, you know, let them do their thing. And who knows, maybe she will be able to pedal you uphill even though you're twice her size, right? Like,
you never know.
I'd be surprised if that goes great, but she might be able to, you know?
I mean, like, she still needs those points. So she's
gonna get those goddamn points.
She's putting in this effort because it matters to her. And this isn't about you. Give me the points, damn it! Like, I need. You got any more of them? Like,
she pulls out a gun.
Points. You
mean this fucking book? You know,
this was always about points. Always has been. Yeah. You thought I cared about you, Ren?
If only there was someone out there who loved you.
Oh my god!
After he stamped the 100 points and she just takes it away.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you at the top. No, I mean, near the top.
And then as he's like passing out because he's still sick or whatever, he's like, truly, you are perfect for this industry.
Incredible delivery on that one. It's phenomenal. But, okay, I just see a lot less acting between them in their future.
Yeah.
I really see that, and I'm excited for that. But hey, acting coming from them, plenty.
From the both of them to a director or whatever.
Yeah,
sure.
To the camera.
Yeah.
I'm excited. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.